All right, guys. So, in today's video, we're going to be talking about route consolidation. I've gotten comments, questions, and believe it or not, a call about route consolidation. How do you work to a point to where you get it? How do you go about getting it? How do you find the lawns? Well, it's not a matter of you finding the lawns. It may be a matter of the lawns finding you. And it comes down to how you do things, comes down to putting yourself in the places where you want to be, and putting yourself in areas where you want to work. One of the things you have to remember about route consolidation, it takes time. So you have to work at this, and you have to line yourself up. You have to retain clients. You have to, you can't just go through clients. So that means when you get a line, you got to do the work. You got to do a good job. You got to do the work better than anybody else so that you can hold on to clients, so that you can build, in some cases, 4 or 5 lawns, 6 or 7 lawns on one street. You have to work at that. So, as you can look around and see, boy, we got a cloudy day. We didn't go out today. We worked yesterday until about 2 o'clock, and it started raining, and boy, it rained most of the night, most of the day yesterday, and we got rain in the forecast for tomorrow. I don't know, this week may be a bust. Maybe we can go out Saturday, I don't know. But again, today we're gonna be talking about route consolidation. Hope this video answers some questions. Maybe a little lengthy, not too lengthy, but maybe it'll answer some questions. Route consolidation, the upscale way. Upscale lawn care is what we do, guys. Enjoy the video. All right, guys. So we're in one of our main subdivisions today. We got a lot of route consolidation. We got that house right there on the corner, and he's blowing down the street here. I just took the standalone Bradley down the street. I didn't want to put it on the trailer, but we just finished 2 down here, and then we did 1 on the other street, and we're going all the way around to the next street. And that's something we've been working on, and we're just about getting it where we want, guys, is our route consolidation. That's when you're making money. That's when you're making time. I think we've done, it's 12 o'clock. We've done 7 already. We got, I think, 7 more to go. We did this one. Did that one right there. My man Jesse. And then we did this one. Look at how green that is. All the way to this one. And the next one's the same way. But yeah, guys, route consolidation, that's when you make your money. And that's when you make time. We headed to the next one. All right, we just finished this one. And this one is right on up the street. And each one of these properties here, guys, I may do a video on it, but each one of these properties takes anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes. And I mean, you've gotten in, and that's doing it right. So, we're looking at, it's 1:30 now. I'm figuring 2:30, 3 o'clock, we'll be done. Man, I think we did We had a total of, I think, 13 or 14 in this subdivision today. We're going right around that corner to the next street. We got about, I think we got 4 more headed that way. All right, guys, so we made it to the next one. That's it right there. He's already started on it. So what does it take to get route consolidation in one subdivision? Because today we're here and then we'll be back here on Friday, and I think we'll have maybe 6 or 7 that we'll have to do here Friday. But those are clients that we've had out here for a while, or clients that ask for a certain day. Now, when you give a client, and like right now, our schedule, we've got a pretty tight schedule. But if someone wants certain day, say they want to be on Friday, do you charge extra for giving them a certain day that they request? Is that an extra charge for you? Because I've done that a bunch of the time, but I've never charged for it. But is that something you can charge for? Leave that in the comment and let me know. We're right here. We're about to get started on it. All right, guys, so I've already parked them more, and I'm just checking out our next property. Guys, I'm literally walking up and down the street. This is our next one. Yeah, so I'll say it again, guys. I've said it before. The neighbors are always watching. You want route consolidation, you got to come in and you got to do the job. I mean, you got to do a flawless job. You know, you're looking for the person next door that's looking, the person that's driving by in their car that's looking, and they say, wow, I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing something different than these loans. And pretty soon they're going to stop. They want to know how to get on the schedule. That's what you're looking for, guys. We just finished this one. And probably on the next couple of trips, we're going to have to hit the bushes because they're going to start to warm up. right, guys, there it is. And we're done with it. Blowing it off. And we are continuing on down the street. All right, guys, so we made it to our next two. And again, we're on the same street since we left. The first street we were on. This is the third street. This is the last street in the subdivision. Take a look. We're gonna be doing that one. We're gonna come across the street and we're gonna do this one. And this was a property that we picked up at the latter part of the year last year. And it turned out to be a good one because it's a 12-month. So we're gonna get them done. All right, guys, so we're done with these two. There's that one. And he's blowing. And here's the other one. And again, guys, the neighbors are always watching. Just had a guy stop in a pickup truck, asked me what did we charge out here. I told him what our price was normally. If you live in the subdivision, I usually try to give everybody in this subdivision the same price. Because you never know, guys. You know, it depends on what the yard entails. You know, people talk. So just know, you know, about the prices and know why you're giving the prices you're giving. So we're headed down the street. We got one more. It's 3 o'clock. We ought to be done about 3:30 for the day. All right, guys, so it's Wednesday, the next day, and we're still at it. But now, today, guys, I don't have the route consolidation that I had yesterday, but I still have what I consider route consolidation. And you have to work your patterns until you get them here. Now, we just did this one. He's blowing it. We're going to be out of here in a few minutes. But today I'm traveling. I just left the subdivision where I was yesterday. We had 3 more we had to do for Friday, and we hadn't done them in the last few weeks because it's been raining. But I'm going northwest. But in the direction I'm going, I have lawns along the way. So when I get to my final spot, we'll be done, and I will have only went in one direction. I'm not going here, there, and everywhere. I'm going in a straight shot. To head to the next one. So we're at the next one. Take a look. And this one is up the street from the last one. Not in the same subdivision at all. Matter of fact, it's about a mile, or maybe a little over a mile from the other one. But I'm going in that direction, and when I finish, I'll still be going northwest. And I've got lawns along the way. I consider that route consolidation. Let me know in the comments. And when you're putting your, first of all, if you're in the lawn care business, you should be scheduling your lawn. Again, I've talked about this before. I don't see how anybody works and say they're in the lawn care business and they don't schedule anything. You know, I know several guys just get up and just they just start mowing. You know, I mean, I don't know. You gotta have some type of schedule if you're asking me. So when I schedule in order so that I can always not just running all over the place. You'll mess around and you'll lose an hour and a half in just ride time. So you have to schedule lawns. Some clients will tell you, I want this day, that day. That may take you a bit away from where you really want to go. But for the most part, I schedule. my clients. You know, and I don't ask them if they want a certain day. If a person wants a certain day, they'll tell you. You know, if people want something, they'll tell you. So we're heading on to the next one. That's that. And this one, if you can see, this one's kind of on the outskirts of town. Not in the rural part of town, but it's a subdivision that's kind of on the outskirts. You do lawns like this? Here's your next one. All right, guys, so we're at our next one. And this one, now this one is in the same subdivision of the last two that we just did. These three were in the same subdivision of the one I just left. And then we did one, but it was so many cars around there we couldn't do everything we needed to do, but we got it done. So, you know, we're still dealing with route consolidation. And you know, guys, route consolidation is not something that you're going to have as soon as you start a lawn tester. You're not just going to go in and get all the yards on one street. Not going to happen. You're going to have to work. You're going to have to prove when the neighbors see you doing a neighbor's yard. Believe me, they're watching to see what can you do. Do you even look like you know what you're doing? All of that's taken into consideration. So, I got to get that gate open. And so it's 2 o'clock and we got one more lawn to do. That's what route consolidation does for you. Today is my light day because this is my midweek service day. And I usually make this day short, but we will have done 10 properties. And that's all I schedule on Wednesday. So, yeah, route consolidation, guys. Work on it. Let that become part of your business model. All right, guys, so we're blowing. We're done. And I'm going to tell you something, guys. As it relates to route consolidation, and this is my theory, you gain, like I said, route consolidation by coming in and doing it right. Most of the time, your route consolidation comes from one neighbor looking at another neighbor. They're probably friends, they're talking. The other person trying to figure out what they want to do. One of the neighbors, they may not even realize they need lawn care. And they finally come and ask you, but it comes from them watching you and you doing it right. When you see somebody got route consolidation and they got 4, 5, or 6 lawns on one street, you gotta be good at what you do, guys. You know another way. Because I'm not gonna walk across the street and ask you, can I get on your schedule, if you're not doing it right. You know, they ought to be able to look at your lawns and say, hey, I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing something different. Because that lawn's got a different look. There it is. And this is not what you would consider an exclusive subdivision, but there it is. It's right. All it needs is blowing. Just got to blow that right in there. Yeah, if you want the neighbors to come out and say, hey, how can I get on your schedule? You got to do it, and you got to do it right. We're headed to the next one. All right, guys, we just did this one. Just finished it. A tailgate, yeah. And we just did this one. And yeah, we're still talking about route consolidation, guys. This is another in-town subdivision on the other end of town. Still on the north end, but a little bit farther away from where we were yesterday. But we did 2 up the street right there. And I'll give you a shot of one of the ones we did. We would have to go into a cul-de-sac to get the other one, but we've got 4 in this subdivision. This is brand new. They're still under contract. Still under construction. See all the land? All that's going to be built. We headed to the next one, route consolidation, baby. And again, we had this one first. We had this line first. Then the neighbor right there in the White House was watching. Talking, I am. All right, and here's the other one, guys. And then we got one more that's on a cul-de-sac. I didn't want to go up in the cul-de-sac, and I didn't get a shot before we left. But we just finished that one also. All right, guys, so now, today's Thursday, and we're still route consolidation. I've pretty much got route consolidation every day of the week. I worked it, I did the things that I'm supposed to do, and that's what gets you route consolidation. Do the things that you're supposed to do, the things that you say you're gonna do. When you tell a customer you're gonna be there, one thing that needs to happen to really get route consolidation, guys, is schedule. And if you'll schedule what you do, then your route consolidation usually falls in place, because like with me, I can't hardly mow a lawn if it's not on schedule, because my schedule is what it is every day, because I keep my schedule pretty tight. And in order for us to mow you need to be on the schedule. You need to make you a schedule. When I say a schedule, I'm talking about a schedule that you have in your hand. And if you don't have that, you're going to have a hard time getting route consolidation. This is where we are. We had this one, and this green. And again, this is the tail end of the winter fescue. It'll be around till about the middle to end of April. It'll hang around for a while. But again, scheduling, guys. You have to schedule. Scheduling. And if you schedule, you're going to almost be what you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be there. And then customer service. When you have those things and you know you have them, then nothing can stop you. You're rolling. You're going to get this one knocked out. And we got 5 in this subdivision. All right, so we're done with this one, guys. And this one is a 12-month, so this is regular service. And we're going to turn there at the corner, and we're going up the street, and we got two right next door to each other. And those are two brand new. When I picked up one, came back, did it, and while we were doing it, again, the neighbor was watching. Headed there now. All right, guys, here's something we picked up. Just picked that up. Echo 225. Those are some good little string trimmers. I like those. Needed a couple more. And I also picked up two on the worker side. All right, guys, here's our next two. We got this one, and we got that one. And we just recently picked these up. I think these was in the earlier video. We did a cleanup here. But this was right up the street from the last property we just did. Same subdivision. And we had this property. These people actually saw us up the street, called us first of this month, wanted us to come out and give them a price. Then when we were doing this, when we were about to finish, the guy next door was watching, wanted us to put him on the schedule also. So we got both of these together. The neighbors always watching, guys. And there's both of them. So now we got one more in this subdivision, and then we'll be headed to our next subdivision. This is one area on the outside. This is kind of like a suburban town, and it's like we got like 1, 2, 3 subdivisions that we work. We got one more after this one in this subdivision, then we go to the last subdivision here. All right, guys, we just finished this one, and this one is right around the corner from the last one. And another thing about route consolidation, guys, you're not going to get it overnight. It takes time. It takes time to build trust and clients from clients. And again, you got to get out and you got to do it. And you got to do it better than anybody else. Headed to the next one. All right, guys, so we're done for the day. I just brought my cup off. That, if you want to know what route consolidation looks like, there it is. That's route consolidation. We had 2, 3 on one street. I think we had 1, 2, 3, 4. We had 6 properties on one street. That's route consolidation. That's when you make your most money, and that's when you make your most time. It's 3:30. Well, 3:45 now, but we were done with the last yard at 3:30. And so, you know, we're not out here all day. And you know, we did what we were going to do. We did a full day. So, if you want to make money in this business, work on building route consolidation. And again, remember, when you're doing your work, when you're thinking about cutting corners and I'll do that next time, remember, the neighbors are always watching. Because we don't care what we do. See you on the next one.